trying to be a fancy YouTuber. Okay, I think it's working. This is, I'm in the bathroom. Hi. And you can see all the sun damage on my skin. That's okay though. I'm here for it. I want to do something that's a little bit different just because, I mean, I don't know. It might help somebody. It might not. I did not get into makeup until like 2020, like during the pandemic, because I was bored. And it's not like something that I do a lot of. Like I dabble, and that's about it. One of the things though that I've really struggled with finding is like a foundation that looks good. I've talked to tons of friends, like everybody uses something different. I've tried different ones. I've spent a lot of money on things that everyone's like, oh yeah, this is gonna look amazing and blah, blah, blah. And the latest thing that I saw, and I want to preface this with this brand is a little bit more expensive. But I also don't know in context to what, right? Probably like to like an e.l.f. or something like that. But I think as far as like big brands go, well, I mean, e.l.f. is a big brand. I don't know how to describe it, but I actually have a couple of different products from them. So let me get them all out for you while I'm doing this. So, oh my God, where is it? Oh, right here. So I started with, again, just finding like base, like eyeshadows, blush, eyebrow pencils, all that stuff. Never had an issue with, right? Like finding something that I liked, that I wanted to try. Like, I don't know a lot about formulas. Like, I get that every brand is a little bit different. And then some of the like dupe ones are pretty close and whatever, and highlighters and blah. But I'm a CrossFitter. This is not my jam. None of that, although you can be a CrossFitter and be really into makeup. A lot of the girls are. So, but because I was struggling to find like a foundation, right, just to cover up, because I have some rosacea, like redness here, and I have like redness correctors, all that stuff. I started with this from Jones Road. So this is Miracle Balm, and this is au naturel. So it looks like this, right? And the point of this, right, is you just put it on and it like makes your skin very dewy and glowy and fun, but there's no coverage in it, right? That's kind of not the point. It's just to have like your natural skin. Really nice, really fun. It took me a little while to figure out like how much to use so I didn't feel like greasy, but I will tell you, anyone who's on a Zoom call all day long like I am, like, and I Botox, you all know that, right? Like right here, right? And here. Right. So, but I noticed a huge difference in the way that my skin looked like while I'm on a Zoom call, right? Which is why everyone in 2020 started Botoxing, because they realized like what they look like when you're on a Zoom call, which is not a good indicator of what you actually look like in real life. But I started with this. Jones Road was a recommendation from my cousin. She uses it because she's had the same trouble just like finding a foundation. So I was on Instagram, and I do follow Jones Road. And I saw an advertisement for this, which is called What the Foundation, and then the face pencil. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if I use this first to like cover things or if I use it afterwards. I don't know. So whatever. So the colors I got was shade 7 in the pencil and then light in the What the Foundation. Okay. What appealed to me, because one of the things I struggle with is like, I feel like I have uneven texture on my skin. Like I feel like there's like dry spots like in my forehead and like right here, like kind of on my cheeks, but then the rest feels smooth. And I've got, if I were to open up the shower curtain, you would see like exfoliators and all of the nonsense that I have trying to like even that out, like just to get rid of like the dry patches. Because one of the things that I struggled with when I was trying to find foundation was the foundation would like almost float on top of my skin, if that makes sense. Like I couldn't blend it in, or it would look like patchy or cakey or whatever. And I was like, maybe it's just the wrong type or the wrong skin, my skin is not right for this, or it's different or whatever. I could never figure that out. And I moisturize, right? Like this is my go-to. This is a Tula product. It's fantastic. It's so nice. It's so hydrating. And it also has probiotics in it, so it keeps your skin clear. or can keep your skin clear. You might not experience that. I do. So it's great. But then I saw the foundation from Jones Road, and I was like, okay, am I about to spend like $40 on this? And it better fucking work. And one of the things that attracted me to it is it says you don't need to wear like a moisturizer under it. And I was like, okay, so then does it act more like a moisturizer? And is it going to like look nice on my skin, right? So this little jug is what comes in. Looks like this. Again, this is the color Light. I don't know what my undertones are. And I'll show you what this looks like. Looks like this. It looks like moisturizer, right? It's like, it looks like lotion. And so I have no idea what those are because I've done like, you know, like the wrist test, right? Like here they're like, oh, look at your veins. Well, my veins are blue and green and purple, and I tan very easily because I am Italian, and I am French Canadian. So I have all those. So I'm like, oh, it must be yellow. Like my undertones must be yellow. I don't know what they are. Like, I cannot figure that out. And that was a struggle too, like finding foundation where it was like, oh, pick the picture that looks like you. And I'm like, well, I kind of look like that girl, but I also look like this girl, right? You know, in terms of like the skin tone or whatever. So did the same thing with Jones Road, really just taking a chance. And the one thing that kind of sucks is like, I wish you could get a sample first, but it's okay. Anyway, so I'm going to put this on and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. And I really hope that it looks good because otherwise I'm going to like look like an asshole. I don't even know how much to put on. Let's just put like a little bit over here. Woo! And now some up there and some right there. And over here and on my nose. Fancy fucking YouTuber. Okay. We're just going to rub it in with my fingers. So my face is clean. Oh, nice. It feels like moisturizer, right? Like when you put it on. Like that's exactly how it feels. It just kind of soaks in. Let's see if we can rub. Don't look at my dry lips, okay? And around my mouth. I'm not doing this right, I'm sure. Blend it down a little bit. And this is like the trouble spot, right? Is up here. So we will see what it does on my forehead. Okay, so I can see it kind of sitting, like I have this really large like pore that's right here. And believe it or not, I actually think it's a chicken pox scar. Like right there, you see how it's kind of filling that in? I can kind of work that out so it doesn't sit in there like that. I would say this is like a light coverage, although on the website, and it might be Instagram, it might not be the website, it does say that it's buildable. I don't know what that means. I think it means you can put more on, right? Is that what that means? That you can make it cover more? Maybe? Is that what that means? Look at my eyes. Okay. So I would definitely say like light coverage. Let me see if I can get this, like, I don't even know. Like, how am I going to get this out of my, I have to use like, here you go. That was better, right? Yeah. Oh, now you see it's like red, but that's okay. So that's what it is. And it's very like, the point is that your natural skin, and it's like dewy, right? Right now. Ooh, I just hit myself in the face. But I can tell it like, so one, it's not like, and it's hard, like I don't have a fancy like YouTube camera and I don't have good lighting because I'm standing in my bathroom. Although my bathroom, I have a lighted mirror. It's fantastic. But I will tell you that if you are looking for something that's like a light coverage, maybe like for spring and summertime, this would be it, right? Because it, like I said, it feels like foundation, like, or not foundation, but it feels like moisturizer. And I can tell like it definitely like evens things out without like covering up my natural skin, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? But it gives me more like evenness than this does. like the Miracle Balm. This gives me like warm, dewy, whatever, right? And I can see this is like drying down or whatever, so it looks pretty good. I wonder like if you could like, what do they call that? Baking? Is that what this is? I wonder if I can put like a powder over it. I feel, is it dry though? I don't want it to get, you know what I mean? That, and it doesn't feel dry yet. But anyway, so just playing around with this, 10 out of 10. Would recommend this. If you want like your natural skin to show through, if you don't like that like heavy mattifying look, right? Like my goddaughter wears this like mattifying primer and mattifying like foundation or something, and her face, she looks like a doll. Like it's super like you blend out all the pores and stuff. So, and I apologize. I have like a sinus thing going on. But yeah, like it, oh yeah, no, it dries down nice. It gives you a little bit of like maybe a little bit of a dewiness to it. Not heavy coverage. Like I would say light coverage. It's like tint or whatever, but buildable according to the website. I don't know what that means. And then you could also use like this pencil, and this one is in what? Oh yeah, shade 7. And again, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this before or after. Let me show you what this looks like. It looks like a crayon. Like, that's cool, yeah? Like I have this spot, it's like a broken capillary. I probably should have done this first. I don't know if it's gonna cover that though. Oh, it doesn't do too bad. It definitely takes like that red spot out. I should have like gotten closer so you could see that. It definitely like cuts down on some of that redness in that spot that I have on my nose. Probably should have done this first, but that's okay. We're learning. But the point being, if you are looking for a light coverage, that is still buildable. I don't know what that means. And you're not looking for like a full coverage, I would 100% recommend this. It literally, it feels like moisturizer, and it's probably like a tinted moisture. It says moisture tint. Like, I don't know if that really means anything. But it's nice, and it like lets your natural skin come through, evens out some stuff for me personally. It may not do that for you. It doesn't look like I'm wearing anything, and that's really important to me because I don't like that look, even though I like to play around with makeup. I don't mind like your eyes looking like you have something on, or like your cheeks or whatever, but I don't like that heavy foundation look. I think for me, I don't think it looks right. Like when I try to do it, I'm like, this, I look like a fake person. Like this is weird. But anyway, so I just want to show you guys that, and let me know if you guys end up trying this and if you love it. And here comes Bear Grace, and we'll see if he's gonna make a cameo. You gonna make a cameo, honey? You gonna do it? I don't know if he's gonna do it. Anyway, so I am about to go to the grocery store and the pharmacy to get some decongestant, and then I'm going to CrossFit to judge 24.3 for a friend of mine. So I'm going to be doing that. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!